What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. We have Tramel. I'm about to say, if you don't get your ass on camera, we got Tramel. We got Jamar. We got Jeremy, who needs to get off of mute, and we got Carl.
Wake up!
And we are here for the Chasing Dallas Panel. Now, T is not here with us. His ass is sick, child. So, but you know, hopefully. Don't say allegedly. But hopefully he'll be back next week for the second part of the reunion. But what's going on, y'all?
Not much.
Shit,
How about yourself?
We got a lot to discuss today, don't we?
Don't we?
First things first, before we even get into the reunion itself, let's start off by talk, because it's 50 people up here already. Y'all really was waiting on the T-child. Anyway, so Markel as the host. What are y'all thoughts on Markel as the host? We're going to start it off with that. What y'all think about Markel as the host? Because when I first found out that Markel was going to be the host, I felt like he was a good pick for what he had going on, because I feel like Markel is messy enough to be the host, and he got the personality to host it. That's what I felt. But what y'all thought about Markel being the host?
I actually enjoyed Markel being the host. I feel like he did enough. It was a nice balance. Like he had, he pulled the strings on people. Then he got into the mess, and he asked questions that we wanted to hear. So I feel like it was perfect casting for me. I enjoyed it.
I would second that. I think because Markel is producing the show and producing it as it happens in real time, there's some things that you just can't get past somebody that watched it happen and watched you talk about it. So
right,
I think he was able to hold a lot of people accountable. And by him being a previous cast member to producing the season, it's like nobody knows them better. And they can't be more comfortable with anybody else that did the show. So kudos to him.
Tramel, Jeremy.
I enjoyed it. It was amazing. He did a great job. He really did a good job. And just what they were saying, just keeping them accountable, holding them together. And when he said shut the hell up, they would shut the hell up. So
just saying.
Yeah. Jeremy.
I might be a contrarian, but like I didn't
oh Lord.
I didn't think he was bad. But there's still a lot of questions that I have, about the Tedley and George thing. I don't feel like that was delved into deep enough. I don't feel like he was directing the conversation strongly as well. I feel like they kind of railroaded him on top of that. I feel like it was a lot of times where they were just yelling over him and just arguing with each other. He couldn't really get a grasp on a handle on the situations at hand. Like he would reach a breaking point, yeah, but the conversation and the argument would have already lasted 5 minutes too long. Like the argument between George and the argument between DeAndre and Sean was just way too long for me and just repetitive. And then the argument between Astro and Londi was drawn out, and then an argument between Londi and Trey was drawn out. I was like, we need to rein this in a little bit because
keep this in mind.
Well, I don't really think that was a him problem. I think it was a them problem because they just couldn't come to a consensus of just,
I
mean,
but
that's what the host is there for, to direct to curate the reunion. He's there to direct the flow of the conversation. They can't do that themselves, or else it would just be a regular argument or just a regular conversation.
I think that's where they were. They are in the regular argument phase, and they weren't talking to each other. There was no resolutions between none of those people. So you're really just watching a bunch of mess. And he did. I think he did an okay job. In,
I mean, I didn't say that he did a bad job. I
mean,
I don't think he did a bad job. I mean, I understand you got the shield of protection and whatnot for him, but I'm just saying that I felt that some of the arguments was drawn out and he could have had more control. I feel like, or maybe because they were so comfortable with him, they were feeling like they just could talk over him the way that they did. So why did we not get to the bottom of what the issue was between George and Tedley?
We wasn't going to get to it.
Huh?
There's no issue. If y'all remember,
it was an issue. Like when George literally, George
said that
literally
last time.
said, "You know, Markel, because you were in the group as well. You knew how much that hurt me." Like I was like, "What hurt him?"
No, no,
But
no.
the
Nobody
fact
You know
that
heard.
how
Tedley
much
didn't
I
want to
They
talk
got
to
care.
him
You know how
about his
sensitive
relationship
I
no
am.
more.
Well, we
I'm
ain't
not
even
being
got to
hurt.
that part yet.
Well, what I've noticed as I was watching, like I said, receipts were being pulled, is like I said a couple of lives ago, is that the beef that we seeing ain't real. They are setting stuff up. The shit's coming out, and that's why those conversations are so drawn out because there's no real beef. It's all for TV, and it's the point where we're
Okay.
sitting there trying to watch something that ain't nobody really got problems with each other. They just making shit up, and they got the text messages to prove it. So
I mean, like, but
what we
besides
looking
us,
at?
I mean, besides us just always attributing it to it being fake, I'm just saying at the end of the day, we opened this up and we still didn't get any. I still don't know what the issue really is. Like we can say that it's because he ghosted, didn't talk to him, but like the hate and the anger that George has for him has to be more than that. And he alluded
Well,
to it
we
being more than
have
that.
not gotten to that part just yet. We are still talking about him as the host. So we're going to get to that in just a second because, you
Okay.
know, Jeremy is ready to debate, honey.
No, like
Okay.
they're like everybody just like coming to defend. I was just saying my opinion.
But child, we talk about his hosting, not the fact that these girls don't know what the fuck they arguing about.
I mean, the fact that they don't know has to also have a part of his hosting.
Not really.
He's there to
You have to
curate. He's there
remember,
to
this is still a
curate
Yeah, they just
show.
not good
the
actors.
reunion.
That
You
ain't
have
his
to
fault.
remember that this is a show. You have to allow the cast to say what they want to say. Now, if they're long-winded with that, that's them. But
And they were definitely long-winded.
allow them to get it out so we can have the sound bites that we need.
Who's going to be
Come
using
on.
this as a soundbite afterwards?
The producers.
No,
Oh, I thought you meant like us as like the viewers. Like,
No.
get it.
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay, well, we got our, we got it out as far as the hosting part of it is concerned. Now, what about the fashions? Anybody have any opinions on anybody's fashions? Anybody has an opinion on who was the best look to you guys, worst look to you guys? Any
I
opinions on
actually
that?
really like Trey's look.
Yeah, I would say I would like Trey's. I would wear
I
Trey's.
liked Queesy's look. It was simple, straight to the point.
I like
liked it.
Lundy's.
I'm sure you did.
And I noticed that I was like, why is everybody dressed like Mary J. Blige? I was like, is not gonna
Bitch,
cry the
Jackson
theme of the
looking like
reunion
Faith
for
Evans.
this year?
Well, they was the love in the secretary working every day of the week.
Lord have
Why did they
mercy.
have on shades? Like JB says, well, I'm wondering why everybody had on shades too. And I was like, why everybody shades so big?
You don't wear big shades.
Everybody, what everybody want the big
Wait
ass
a minute
shades?
now, because ain't nothing wrong with well, these ain't that big, but
Yeah, that's not even like that. Their shades were like this.
They was like, damn. I'm like,
They
damn,
they just put the shades on and just. I was like, what is going on?
Do it big.
Okay, period.
Okay, anybody's look needed any work?
Astro.
We all know.
DeAndre came in his best Easter Sunday suit.
That wasn't an Easter Sunday. That was a funeral director suit for real. It was
Like
it
he
was
was
Andre
going-
saying, he was like, go count my money. You look like a bank teller. I said, oh.
That was
Astro
so
like he was going to an Oomps club, bitch. I'm like, where the hell did you think you was going?
What club was he going to?
Oomps club, bitch. He was going to an Oomps club.
Wait, what is that?
Oomps.
I wasn't ready for that. Like,
I've heard that before. Yeah.
Oh my God! Please say it again. Okay. So, before we get into the reunion, I have another question for you guys. Okay, so who do you feel owned the reunion?
Sean.
I agree.
I think we might be I think y'all might hate me because I'm
Who
gonna
you
definitely say DeAndre.
I don't think so.
Girl.
John
Oh,
gave it to
Lord
John gave it to
Jesus.
herself.
Child, he was yelling and stuttering all over.
DeAndre. Well, wait. No, I take that back. Nah, I mean, I feel like DeAndre was eating Trey up in Tedley, but I'm gonna probably say who owned the reunion, like the whole thing that I'm still thinking about is George. Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, George tore that motherfucker up. Can we cuss, right?
Boy,
I just want to make sure because I know you like to get the monitor that in there. You know?
Go ahead, say what you want to say.
I was like, George almost tore that motherfucking reunion up. He like it's like George is possessed by the spirit of Nene Leakes. Has anybody noticed that? I feel like he is possessed by the demon that is Nene Leakes.
Not the demon.
The demon. Like he reminds me, so he's like a gay Nene Leakes. That's exactly what it is. He reads like her, in my opinion, but just like a gay, amplified version of it. So
you feel like he owned the reunion altogether?
Yes, that's what I like. After I left, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, George was really out here about to. His mama is like, baby, don't do it.
Well, I'm gonna say, this is the reason why I love this panel, because everybody has their own opinion, and we allow each other to state that whether we agree with the shit or not. So, and I say that to say I do not think that George owned the child, but he's a close second though. He did give me first. I feel like Sean owned it to me. That's who I'm gonna go with.
I agree. I'm with Sean.
I'm gonna go with Sean.
It was the bye.
Oh.
He was going in on DeAndre. I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you on that. He was. So I guess I guess I don't have anything else to ask, because I think I already asked y'all how y'all feel about Markel hosting, about the fashions, and about who we felt owned it. Okay, one more question then. Who do y'all feel like didn't really add much to the reunion?
Kiki.
Astro.
Kiki.
Astro.
Astro was in time.
Astro is the reason why younger gay men like that need gay people like us to tell them to shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like
damn.
You need a gay mom or a gay dad to be like, okay, baby, now you're doing too much.
Yeah, it didn't even make sense because he kept saying it was chasing Astro. Where would you have ever gotten that idea?
I don't know.
Because he's the show. He's the show.
And I love Astro.
It was definitely giving chasing crack rocks, because I don't know what he was thinking. Like, how did he come to that conclusion?
How did you come to that?
You were even on the rest of the half of the season.
Of the show. Like,
and that's exactly why you're doing what you're doing, because you knew that you did not get any, like, after you showed your ass on camera, they snatched you off of the screen. After he showed his ass on camera at that little Vogue thing that Kiki did, they did not give him any more scenes after that. And then, like, he comes onto the reunion. Why are you so mad at DeAndre? Why are you so mad? Why are you even sitting here? I was with DeAndre. DeAndre literally said exactly what I was thinking. Like, why are you here?
Well, that's what I said when I saw Kiki. Like, girl, you look like well-dressed security. Why are you here?
What?
You ain't say nothing. You just sitting there, like
well-dressed security.
Like, when you see a movie and the bitches be walking in the background, that was Kiki. Like,
oh my God.
You're not saying nothing. You're a seat filler.
Bitch, you are rude.
I'm just saying. Love her down, but she need to find something else to do.
They came back, they came back from break, and I was like, "Who auntie on the couch?"
What is she doing?
Well, now we back with Kiki. I was like, "Well, who asked for this?"
Listen,
oh my God,
she was her best Tamala man garbs, bitch.
Y'all.
Y'all better leave Kiki alone.
Y'all.
I love Kiki. I just feel like I love her, but not for a show. She need to do like a documentary or something, like trans and teaching. Like Jason presents trans and teaching. Like, let's get into your story.
So you want her to be on A&E?
Yeah, they see National Geographic or some shit. Like, I don't
know.
I need something, walking go to sleep. Like
drop her,
in the background.
Drop her.
Kiki was dressed like one of the weather girls. from that Raining Man music video.
Oh
Not
my
here we had
god.
fog with a light chance of rain.
You know what?
Okay.
Y'all are a mess. Okay. Now we can get into the show. We can get into the show. Okay. In the words of Astro. Okay. You and Jeremy are a fucking mess. Okay. So first of all, shout out to the 94 people that's up in here. We almost at 100, y'all. Ooh, y'all really been tuning in to this panel, honey.
Woo-woo.
Thank y'all for the support. Okay, so first things first, the first thing that we got into, which I was very surprised that was the first thing we got into, was George and Tedley. I know that some of us have a lot of opinions on this situation with George and Tedley. I'm gonna start it off by saying, even when this season first started and George was going at it with Tedley, even before he admitted what he admitted in this particular package, I did feel like George was coming across as a friend that was hurt by somebody, because he was going in way too hard. And nobody that goes in that hard, if you go in that fucking hard, then you got to be hurt by something or somebody, and that person hurt you if you going in that hard. Because he was going the fuck in on Tedley. And I think that with Tedley not really giving a damn about what he was saying was making it worse. Because sometimes when you arguing with a person and they don't give you no reaction, that pisses you off even more. Reasons why I don't give reactions to people, because I know it's gonna piss them off.
Either. I don't understand why he was so mad. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, okay, and like, why are you so upset? Did you secretly want to date Tedley? It's got to be something else going on there. And personally, I really don't care. So I just don't understand why.
Come on, Chamel. Come on, child. Let's go.
So I think we're missing a degree of realness that has to come with reality. So what I heard George say, which I find to be the truth, is they didn't have a sexual relationship. I don't feel like they did. I feel like Tedley probably did talk to George, which he said he did. And George said he missed out on sleep, sitting up to 2:00 in the morning with this young man. And then all of a sudden he just stopped talking. Like, okay, and then Tedley probably went into his own, like, I need to heal myself and, get away from people's situation. But I feel like George was expecting to, see the outcome, you know what I'm saying? And Tedley said he just popped up and was just like, oh, I'm fine now, dating all new men and stuff like that. George said he hadn't talked to him in like 2 months. He pops up on the show and all of a sudden now you want to talk to him. Oh, let's have a conversation on camera. That's not the right thing to do, sweetheart. Not when the person who really was your friend sat. Because, bitch, if I sit up at night at 2:00 in the morning and talk to you about a man doing you wrong, and bitch, you pop up like daisies, happy as fuck the next couple of months by, and I ain't heard from you. Oh,
because the camera on and shit.
When the camera's on and now you want to talk. Oh, please. Spare me. So Tedley has his reasons, but he definitely hurt George's feelings with that. I could feel that. I felt that.
I can get that.
I can get with you on that.
Yeah.
I can get you on that. Jamar.
So a part of me, I can see that front, but let me just flip it on the rear real quick. Because if me calling late at night, me talking about this man, you losing all this sleep, if I stop doing that, that should be a good thing. No?
Well, at least tell a bitch you all right.
You should be. You see me and I'm happy and I'm good.
No,
you ain't probably more than man's death.
What is the issue, bitch? You ain't talked to me and told me you was all right.
Are you playing the devil's advocate right now, or do you actually not understand?
No, I said I understand that, but I'm like, I could see where Tedley's coming from. Okay. It's kind of like, well, I just have to say it like, or directly to you, say, hey,
and
I'm
to
good.
George's point, that's fine too. But what George said was, bitch, if you see me in public and you ain't talked to me in 2 months and you all fine and dandy, don't talk to me when the cameras is out, bitch. Don't talk to me at all. Girl, keep it pushing. You keep on being happy like how you want to be happy. Don't try to pull me to the side and say, oh, girl, hey, can I talk to you when these cameras is out? Bitch, I brought you here. That's what his point was. I ain't saying that that's the truth, but
I
that's
would
what.
think he kind of.
But did he say it like that, or did he just
After
start
2
giving that?
months.
What Jeremy say that Nene leaked shade that he was giving?
Wait,
That's
no,
why.
no,
That's
wait,
probably why.
wait. Before we start,
If
no,
the
before
message
we
wasn't
start this,
received.
like the way he approached George was definitely on some, you know, let me politely check you. Like, what's this I hear about you unfollowing me and undoing this and undoing that? He didn't say, hey, I know we haven't spoken in a minute. Not wait, I'm gonna wait for you, like him to come back to me. Go ahead, Jamar.
Oh no, I was pretty much,
Okay. So like I was saying, and this is what I alluded to. Like I didn't allude to, I did say there is a sense of insincerity when it comes to like Tedley and the way that he carries himself. It does come across a little bit fake, but like I said, I really did see a lot of pain and anger coming from George, and I really can tell that George really did care about Tedley. Although it was highly satisfying for me to watch Tedley, you know, pay him dust and troll him the whole reunion. I understand your pain, George. Like, because here, like, put yourself in George's shoes. You thinking that you like got this new friend that you're taking underneath your wing, you loving on this, you loving on him, uplifting him, speaking life into him when he's going through all of these different things. He calling you in the middle of the night, and you have to have a comfortability and know that somebody's that good of a friend to even pick up the phone and answer.
Okay, that's life though, child. Everybody ain't your friend.
But I'm saying,
like,
okay for us to go through all of that, then you just stop hanging out, stop talking. Don't follow up. Don't text to even see if I'm okay. Maybe my life is in disarray right now.
Period.
You know, maybe I'm not good. And you just frolicking with other people and like in videos and pictures with all of these random niggas that you claim are other friends. But why didn't you call all these other friends, you know, when you were crying in the middle of the night about all of these other niggas, like, you know, all of that type of stuff. So I can completely understand what George is saying. And I do agree with George. And that's why I was asking Tedley, do you feel like you played any part in the deterioration between you and George's friendship? Now, I will admit that George is a shiesty ass bitch who likes to throw people's business in their face when he gets upset. He does. He is shiesty. Like anybody who throws something in your face on Mad Day, that's shiesty to me. I would never trust you. I would never want to be a friend.
Somebody literally just did that to me, so I understand that.
Like, but at the end of the day, his anger is, you know, is validated, especially, you know, with Tedley's energy, the way that he came on camera. Like, first of all, why did you unfriend me? Like, you know why he unfriended you. You ain't talking to him in
like I have to side a little bit with Tedley because I sometimes get the same way. I can get ghosty every now and then.
He said it was 2 months.
To me, I can go longer than that. And it's not nothing personal. It's just the fact that, like, when I have my situation where I get like that, it's because I'm used to fighting a lot of battles by myself. And sometimes you have to come back and to be that vulnerable person again and show that you had that moment of weakness because you did reach out to somebody. Sometimes I just don't want to deal with it. Like, I do what I need to do to get over what I need to do.
But girl, what you don't do is you don't pretend like you don't know what the fuck these bitches mad about though.
I mean, true
Girl,
enough.
where we at?
I don't know. Why y'all trying to give devil's advocate?
I'm a person.
I don't think it's devil's advocate though. I think we're seeing it from. I think we're seeing it from two different point of views though. Yeah, I think we're seeing it from George's point of view, and we also seeing it from Tedley's point of view. Because a lot of the times, people don't understand sometimes. Like, people take a lot of things so damn personal, and it don't even have to be that damn personal. Like, a lot of the times, you can go. I could, like, for example. Me and Tremel are friends. I don't talk to Tremel every single day. That does not bother me. Right. Me and Carl are friends. I don't talk to Carl every single day. That doesn't bother me. Jamar and I have been friends the longest. We don't talk every damn day. And that doesn't bother me.
Nobody is saying that.
I have gone without talking to friends for 2 months and sometimes more than that. But when we get back together, it's not an issue.
Okay. So we're not mirroring the situation at hand. Let's actually put y'all in the situation. So Scotty, you've been calling Jamar. for like the last 8-9 months over your marriage that has been deteriorating because you dated an F nigga, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's been consoling you every night that you called him coincidentally at 2:00 in the morning.
Okay.
Then he don't hear from you for 2 to 3 months.
But what I'm telling,
let me finish.
Go ahead, finish, Jeremy. Go ahead.
Then he's up there like, I want is my friend. Okay, I'm texting, don't get no response.
You're not hearing me.
That, ain't really hearing anything back. Then I say you pop up in the different cities that I live in with other people posted up on social media like nothing is going on. But I have not heard from you. You haven't even reached out to me. After all of this stuff that I've been putting,
but you gotta realize you look like a reality show. So I've done that too, and you know why? Because a reality show is
this
work.
is before reality.
Work. Oh my god, it's like when we actually get into now it's back to reality. But now but just a minute ago you wasn't talking about reality. You was relating it to yourself and Tramel.
But what I'm saying is that I'm just saying realities. When you're doing a reality show, it's still a job. So I have showed up people. I probably just random people I probably talk to a month, and because they look like, oh, you having a good time, I ain't heard from you, bitch. I'm at work. So that the cameras is rolling. I'm here to give them a good time, even though I ain't talking to nobody.
But the thing, but what I'm saying is, like, Jeremy coming from a place where he is acting as if I don't get what he is saying, because I sat here and I agree with everything that he said already. What I'm telling you is some people don't take things that personal and some people do. That is my point. I don't take shit that personal at all. Yeah. Now,
that's selfish.
I just don't. It don't bother me. However, hold on, wait a minute. However, I get what Jeremy is saying. However, it doesn't. He has, like I said, George got every right to be hurt. He got every right to be upset. I understand that part, but it's also a way you handle your anger as well too. You don't have to go and put out people's personal business just because you mad because you ain't getting no phone call in 2 months. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, we already agree on that. I already said that he a shiesty bitch, but I'm saying, can you please highlight Cam's comment, please? Because this is what I'm saying.
And we agree with that. I don't even understand what the shit is.
I'm saying this to you, Tedley. No communication with this man for 2 months. No calls, no texts, no social media, no sending memes, no nothing, because you no longer need to dump your problems on me. It does get fake. And if you was to do that to me, guess what it gives
for George? George needs to get the fuck over it. He wasn't your friend. Move the fuck on. Why you having a mad party about it? If
I definitely agree.
Somebody ghosted me for 2 months that I was talking to, and I thought they was a friend, and they didn't give me enough courtesy, enough to call me and say, "Hey, bitch, I'm okay. Thank you for being there for me." Fuck you, bitch. Moving on. Like, what we mad for? Keep that pity party somewhere else. I don't give a fuck about your attitude. Move on. Clearly, Tedley wasn't bothered. So why are you so mad? Chill out.
Because he was trying to talk to him on the camera.
Why are we giving a fuck? I wouldn't even care. Don't talk to me at all, and leave it at that.
But that's what
your anger would know you hurt, but why? Just
the thing is, Tedley came on camera trying to check him.
Yeah, it's good.
We would have been on camera. I'm not doing those things with that girl. Move.
That's what he said. But they put him on the scene with her, and the girl came up talking to him, and he said, "Girl, why is you talking to me? Oh, it just came to my attention that you blocked me. Girl, why are you talking to me?"
I see a lot of y'all in the comment section. I see a lot of y'all. I'm gonna say a lot. Y'all have like this thing to where y'all just love the people who just the most glamorous, who looks the most cutest, whoever the fuck may be. Because this is the same shit that I didn't like when everybody was like Team Portia versus everybody. You know, when she was dead ass wrong. Like we gonna look back on.
Hold on, now where was she wrong? Let's get it.
We gonna look. I'm just saying, like this is type shit. We look back. We're gonna look back on this years from now, and y'all go. Well, that's if we even remember this shit. But I'm saying we're gonna look back on this, and we're gonna say that George was right.
But I don't think anybody disagreed with you though. Maybe Carl did, but I don't disagree with nothing you said.
The comment section. We incorporate the comments because he
does a Tedley on a regular basis, honey.
I do a Tedley on a regular basis.
Yeah, he got a couple of Georges running around mad at him.
I got a couple. I sure do. So hey,
we probably might see them tonight.
Like all I'm saying is I agree. You don't have to talk to somebody every day, but dumping your trauma on them, and then the next time that you see them, which is 2 months after no communication, is you trying to check them on camera about unfriending you because you haven't heard from them in 2 months, although they've been active on social media. Like,
But let's also take into account too that we still really don't know what the real issue is and why they really stopped talking. To be honest, because just like Ebby said, they didn't want to talk about it, so we don't really know.
They was fucking. That's why.
I mean, it's not like they didn't want to talk about it per se.
No, they did not want to talk about it. A person that was the person that was there said that they didn't really want to go into it like that.
They was fucking.
So what we're seeing is very surface. We really don't know what's going on. We hear it.
You know what could be a possibility? Because George said his man followed him or whatever. George probably fucked the man and Tedley found out about it. Tedley just probably
that could have led to the divorce. We don't know.
But one thing George was doing, like as the argument went on between Tedley, was getting underneath Tedley's skin because Tedley started shut the fuck up, bitch. We can go outside. I was
because he was spraying his business.
I was like, Tedley, I almost forgot he can't fight. Like, poor thing. I was like, he was about to get Molly White. Like the way that everybody had to move in one army unit section to try to hold George back. Meanwhile, Tedley's just sat like idle in the chair, just still froze like this. I was like, get up, go outside. You just said you wanted to go outside. I thought Tedley was about it for a second. I was like, Tedley can fight. Oh, he wasn't lying.
There was the adrenaline.
I was like, when that camera turned off and like George saw him on that couch, he sat right there. Like Dior had to hold him back. I was like, not Dior got to.
But while George was sitting up there trying to run up there and be Ric Flair, Tedley sitting there looking at his damn fingernails, not giving a fuck. I mean, it was.
Well, that's because he didn't want to get his ass whooped.
No, I don't really think that's the case. I mean, a person can get up and yell up in my face, and I just sit there and look at their ass and not give a fuck.
Like if you say that you're gonna beat my ass and take it outside, then when I get in your face and you don't want to take it outside, don't try to act unbothered. Now you should have been an unbothered bitch when I was checking you. Like, don't say you're gonna beat my ass, and then when you come out, then when the camera's off, now all of a sudden you want to be unbothered.
I love Tedley still, but dude, don't threaten to beat nobody up.
Is it just me?
Well, I mean, let's just be honest. George was spraying his fucking business, so of course he made threats. I mean, when you mad, you gonna say whatever you want to say. I mean, anytime you put my motherfucking business out, I might threaten to whoop your ass too, whether I want to do it or not. Bitch, don't tell my business.
Was it true business though? Because
whether it's true or not, don't be putting my motherfucking. If you mad with me, be mad with me, but don't put out my personal business. I'm just saying.
I mean, real or not. I agree. I don't think that George was right for putting out the personal business, but I'm just saying when you told the man take it outside and I'll give you something. Like, okay, well at this point he's ready to go outside, Tedley. What it gonna do? Like, you can't be unbothered now. Like we all got to be held accountable. And get the repercussions for the words that we put out. Like, that's, if you say you're gonna beat somebody ass and you're gonna take it outside, and when they ask you to go outside, don't sit on the couch unbothered. Now it's
all right now. So Scotty, you acting like Markel, like Jeremy said, you letting this bitch talk too long. Next.
Okay, we've been on this for a long time.
But it went on for a long time though. It kind of did go on for a long damn time.
Ain't y'all the same, shield force that was just saying you can't control when two people are talking?
I'm just trying to get up under your skin. You can keep talking.
I mean, I ain't gonna tell you to take it outside.
We can take it to the house if you want to.
Look, I got still stuff to lose. I ain't trying to fight.
He said about fighting.
One thing y'all like to do. One thing y'all like.
He didn't say anything about fighting.
It went over that little milk dud head, honey. We can keep going.
Okay, what's next? So what happened after this? Let me look at my notes. Because Jamar was supposed to have been taking notes.
Child, Jamar was busy.
You didn't send them to me?
Hell, Jamar was there, wasn't he?
You have me talk about it. But you already started. I said, she don't even need it, baby.
But so first things first, I think they played a package, and then Astro and DeAndre got, they had their little back and forth, and Astro was saying that he is the show, and and all this other stuff.
It was
but this is what annoys me, and I'm probably gonna be the contrarian in this particular moment. I get so annoyed when they always come to DeAndre's defense as if DeAndre don't never come in no room and start shit and throw shade at people first. I don't care what you got to say either, Jeremy. I said what I said. At the end of the day, when the reunion first started and they were sitting up there introducing themselves, the first thing he did was throw shade at somebody and taking a dig at somebody. But when somebody do it to him and all this other stuff, then everybody want to protect him. It's annoying. I just had to say that.
Who is everybody?
First and foremost, nobody was talking to Astro
on the
though.
playground.
According to Astro, while that package was going on, DeAndre said something under his breath about him, and that's why he responded the way that he did.
He was saying something.
I'm just telling you what he said.
I watched the show the same way you did.
I'm just telling you what he said. I didn't say that I saw it. I'm just telling you what he said.
He was saying something under his breath, but not geared towards him. Like what Astro was really trying to do, Astro realized that after he showed his booty hole on the show, that they stopped, bringing him onto the show after that episode. And he decided, well, now is my time to, to be the star that I said that I am on tonight's reunion. And
what was DeAndre's excuse for being the way that he was?
Well, DeAndre has been a hefty bitch for the whole like.
But my point is they always defending him all the time. It's a double standard to me. It's okay for DeAndre to come in the room and shade everybody and read everybody. I said what I said. They always defending him, but yet and still, when like Lundy, Robert, they always come into his defense all the time as if he don't start shit with everybody else. But they can go up against. Oh, my camera went out. Let me plug it back up. But however, when it comes down to Trey, but see, my thing is when it comes down to Trey, it's okay for Lundy and Robert to talk to Trey all at the same time, but it's not okay for somebody to do the same thing to DeAndre. That's why I feel like it's a double standard. Well, it's okay for them to do it, but it's not okay for nobody else to do it.
Sean and Trey always have to tag team people because they can't read or comprehend the English language for the majority of their reads. So you don't say anything about that.
What the fuck that got to do with what I'm saying?
Because ain't that a double standard?
What is a double? Can you please repeat that, Jeremy? Because I really feel like you want to be a contrarian tonight.
I am not what you just said.
Repeat what you said.
I'm saying like Astro coming at DeAndre when DeAndre was not saying nothing to him made no sense to me.
But it did make no sense. But I told you, he said that he said something under his breath about him. That's why he came to him. I ain't saying that's what happened. I'm just telling you what he said. But my point is, it don't even have anything to do with Astro at this point. Anytime it's more than one person talking to DeAndre, they always defending him. But it's okay for them to tag team Trey and everybody else. That's my point.
I have no problem with him getting jumped by the people that he's talking about, but I'm gonna need Astro to hush. I'm gonna just need Astro to hush. I'm just gonna be honest, and I really hope nobody take this as no shade. You know what?
Just say it.
It was giving me chasing crack rocks. He looked like he was.
Your mama's on crack rock.
Oh my god.
He looked like he was like he was sweat. I was like, what is going on here? Like, why are you so turned up? Like when this man is not saying anything to you, and he just kept on doing it so much so that Markel, the host that y'all all said did a great job, had to tell him not perfection. This is I'm like, you cannot let him have it, and he just kept on doing it. He just would not stop.
Astro missed his chance to be the star of the show because he was barely there. So
and I'm saying we gonna believe Astro when he said DeAndre was talking to him. When
I didn't say I believed it. I didn't say I believed it. I just repeated what he said, Jeremy. Listen now. I didn't say I believed it. I said that's what he said. Okay.
I just don't. I don't know. I just didn't like that those random attacks that Astro was just giving him when Astro was not getting shaded by DeAndre. Like, at least from my vantage point, I didn't hear DeAndre say anything about him. And I'm sorry, I don't really trust what Astro has to say because Astro also said that he is the show, and we all know that's why.
Wait. Can we agree that both Astro and DeAndre were interjecting themselves unnecessarily in business?
Absolutely.
Now I will agree. With, I will agree with that. Now I do think that he hopped in on Trey when he felt like Trey was eating Lon D up. Like, yeah, so like I feel like that's when he hopped in. He was like, what you won't do is eat him up in front of me. I feel like that was it, but I don't really think that I don't really remember what DeAndre was also interjecting himself in, if you don't mind me.
At the very beginning of the reunion.
I mean, he was taking shots at people from the beginning. Like, we're not gonna sit up here and act like he wasn't doing that.
Screen. So basically, him and Astro was playing catch up. So.
I mean,
I remember he was going at it with Tedley as well. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, that's how he even made that's how he was when he first came to the group, taking shots at people. So that's why I don't understand why they be trying to protect his ass all the time. It's okay for DeAndre to be messy and take shots at motherfuckers, but then y'all want to gang up on Trey for doing the same exact thing that DeAndre is doing. Like, I don't understand what's the difference here.
I get what you're saying.
They don't like them bitches.
So you're saying because he was just randomly taking shots at various people at the beginning of the season, we shouldn't be feeling some type of way that random people are taking shots at him.
That ain't what I said, Jeremy. You putting words in my mouth. That ain't what I said.
I'm trying to understand.
And we ain't gonna skate by Robert Ray because he do it too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm calling out the hypocrisy of all of it. Like, you can't sit up here and tell me what I can and can't do, but then you turn around and do the same damn thing. Like, that's my point. Like, they pick and choose who can do it.
But why was Astro so angry? Like he wanted to fight.
He don't like DeAndre.
Since when though?
They fought before.
Since he missed them 5 episodes.
They fought before? Since when?
They fought in the big.
They fought at the beginning.
I thought he was just trying to stop his friend from.
No, he was in the fight.
Jumping PC, so Astro jumped in.
But didn't he go there to support Astro's event?
Barely.
Oh. I'm saying, didn't DeAndre go with Robert?
He was there for camera time. We call that camera time hoes.
Like, I'm saying, like, what?
No, call sheet hoes. Call sheet hoes. He was being a call sheet hoe.
Basically,
his name was on the call sheet, so he showed up. He didn't come.
I mean, they never had no real relationship, and he even said that he felt like, DeAndre gives weird energy. He said that to his face. So, and then he probably seen all the, watching the show back, he probably seen all the shit that he said about him. So there could be another part.
I know I'm gonna be by myself when I say this.
It's okay. I've been by myself before. It's okay.
I really feel, and y'all, this is gonna be crazy. If DeAndre comes back next season, I feel that
he should.
He's not.
He should.
As a B cast member, maybe.
Like Markel was already
He might.
No, go ahead.
What?
No, because we can't talk about that type of stuff because it was in the backstage.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
But he's definitely wanted to be back next season.
Yeah, because he's a shit starter.
Yeah, you need.
I mean, but I feel like he can have a really good redemption. I see a lot of negative. I see a lot of negative aspects in DeAndre, but I also see a lot of potential positives that can maximize.
Like what?
He gives a Marlo to me. I'm just saying.
Like what?
Like what?
Yeah. What's the positive attributes that you see in him?
I feel like he's loyal.
To who?
Not a dog.
I feel like if given the right opportunity, he tries to be on a good foot. He tried to apologize and come to an agreement with Sean at the small last section.
Jeremy, what show you watching, Chad? We ain't watching the same one.
No, I'm saying that DeAndre was open to making amends,
but still be shady at the same time, like Marlo.
When I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
What's the point? No, you like to smoke, you like to argue. Say your point.
Yeah,
It's
I
I'm
welcoming.
trying. Like I just like I'm gonna admit that I felt bad for DeAndre.
That's
and
why you keep defending him, because you feel sorry for his musty ass. That's why you defending him.
What he smell like?
I'm sorry. I know.
Jamar's been around him. Does he stink?
I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second. I'm gonna try to get
You had the
myself
mic him
together
up. Does he smell?
because I'm obviously not being unbiased tonight.
Boy, if you don't come back on the damn camera.
Come on, Milk Dud. Come back.
Come back. Don't let
let's move on, child.
You must be looking at the comments. If you don't, you need to not look at the comments.
It's not that. It's just like, I don't know. Like, a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about, but like being somebody that's dark skinned, being somebody that's dark skinned, well, I'm not overweight, but I'm saying that, I can
dark skin.
Yeah.
That light is hitting you real cute. You're looking a little brown.
But like regardless, like I'm not light skinned, that's the thing. And I've dealt with colorism before.
Who colorism in him? I think he has beautiful black skin. I actually think he's very handsome. His attitude is just bullshit.
Okay, but let me finish what I have to say. But I'm saying, like, seeing just everybody dogpile on him, I don't like the way that makes me feel, because a lot of times when he is in the right or when he's not wrong, people are still just talking down to him, like,
because he's a bitch when he's right and when he's wrong. So
but Jeremy,
it ain't got to do with his skin color. He's just a bitch and they don't like him. Period.
But I would understand, like, I get what you're saying, Jeremy, but I would agree if he wasn't dogpiling on everyone else from the jump. That's why it's hard to have any sympathy for him, because he came in with the fuck shit. So with him coming in with the fuck shit, it's gonna be hard for me to feel sorry for the fuck shit.
I understand what y'all are saying, but what I'm trying to say is when you're dark skinned and you go through so many years of rejection and you have to always be on the defense, and when you're put in this type of situation, you might act like DeAndre. I mean, I wouldn't, but I can understand. All I'm saying is, like, I have compassion for DeAndre.
I don't.
I have compassion, Dan.
Not for that. That's not an excuse. That gives people, just because they have they're part of a minority group.
I'm sorry. Where am I?
No.
Where the hell am I?
Well, he's a clown. I'm not. Comes back to bite.
But I'm just saying, he set the tone for the way he's treated, and I'm sorry. That's it.
Like after a certain amount of episodes, he really wasn't even on that anymore.
Well, it's too late now, Jeremy. It don't matter.
So everybody else can get redemption except for him.
I didn't say he couldn't, but I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I don't give a fuck.
But I'm asking you why.
He came back here like, hey,
I just told you why. He came in starting shit from the beginning. So why should I give a fuck?
I mean, but he changed mid-season. He was not.
He quit mid-season.
He just stopped doing green screens, but he still showed up to the events. He was there until maybe episode 10 or 11.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. I'm just saying. I disagree.
I don't know what y'all like.
Personality.
When he went to go support Astro, he came there with good energy. He was not.
And we all said that they were wrong for coming at him like that.
Well,
we all said that.
No,
I said they were wrong, but I didn't give a fuck because he was getting what he gave. That's what I said, and I'm gonna stand by what I said.
I don't think they was wrong, bitch. Grill that bitch to the motherfucking grill, bitch. Grill her.
Disappear.
I don't know what happened. It said device is not connected. Oh, there he is.
I was like, you better not be running.
Oh no, I'm not running. I don't know.
You started. You better not run.
I don't know what's going on with my camera.
It's probably doing the same thing mine did. You probably have to unplug it and plug it back.
Okay, my shit was
spinning over Jr. What's next?
There you go.
It's giving this is giving ghetto.
I'm
not like y'all. I want y'all to understand that I'm not upset about this. Like, because
we know you're not.
I'm not talking about y'all. We also have to incorporate the audience in here because that's why we're doing it live. I'm saying that I'm not mad per se, but I just I guess I can see small bits of my old self in DeAndre, and it causes me to have compassion because I remember when I was angry, especially when I was in the military and I was dealing with all of that homophobia and racism. I got out of the military, I was angry, I was mad, I had a lot of anger, and I was lashing out at everybody. It wasn't right, but I had a right to be upset, and I'm saying that I can understand this. Now, am I saying that his behavior is okay? We can move on. I'm done talking about this.
No, I wanna do it when you're done.
Go ahead. Finish your point.
How is Jeremy, who's never forgetting? See, now see revenge. See, now you did this shit when we were talking about that motherfucker from Ready to Love, Samson.
Finish your point, Jeremy. Don't be reading these comments because I ain't reading them.
But I'm saying, I see small bits of myself in it. Like, I can understand the pain that I sense that he's been through. But I have held him accountable all season, have I not?
We didn't say you didn't, but I'm not gonna say we didn't say you didn't hold him accountable. But what I didn't agree with was the dog piling comment that you made, as if it's coming like non-provoked. And it's not coming unprovoked at all.
I mean, I felt like in the situations that DeAndre was not wrong, that people still dogpiled on him.
So this cause problems with 50 bitches. Everybody want their piece. Bitch, I'm getting mine. I don't give a fuck who you else you cut out, bitch. I'm getting there too, bitch.
Go ahead,
Jamel. Came in here with treats, bitch. I'm getting your ass. Fuck
not you bitches saying I need to be a social worker.
Go ahead, Jamel.
So I understand where Jeremy's coming from. I do. I understand that you felt like you seen something in DeAndre that you can relate to, and that's what reality TV is definitely for. However, DeAndre also said on multiple occasions that he came in with an agenda to do whatever they needed him to do. So to stir the pot, he said that on this reunion. He said that he was willing to, start mess, and you can see him orchestrating, his scenes and everything. I'm going to keep going, even though that young man fell off. But the issue is that I feel like as a first
what's going on with Jeremy Device? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As a first season participant, you know what I'm saying? This was his first season. He got a little bit in over his head. And I do feel like he probably is a really decent hearted person, but he signed up for something that he didn't want to fully see through. So that's why he quit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he's a terrible person, but I do think that he participated in terrible things. And now he's trying to make everybody else accountable for the fact that, bitch, you signed up for something that you didn't fully want to do. You know what I'm saying? You didn't wholeheartedly want to be a villain or a bitch the whole season. You thought that you was going to play the little game real quick and jump right on out, and everybody's going to be like, oh, it's all cool and we can make up and be. No, people don't play like that sometimes.
But what hold
on. Wait a minute. Jeremy, you may have to go out and come back in because it's saying your device is not connected. So you may have to go out and then come back in because it won't let you back on. So you may need to go out and come back in and then fix your camera. Go ahead, Carl.
But what Jamel mentioned earlier about the real out of reality. Now, a lot of these shows set up, like when I did Web Life, it was the same thing. They wanted me to come in there and stir the pot. Now, if you stir that damn pot, you might have to taste that bitch too, and you need to get behind that. I was highly committed to my role. I came in there, I started shit. Bitches really stopped liking me for real, and I didn't give a fuck because I was committed to my role. So at the end of the day, if you was gonna come in there and do that shit, you better stay committed to the role. Absolutely. And you was supposed to be a sweetheart and all this. Oh my God, everybody ganging up on me. Well, bitch, you came in here and said, bitch, I don't like you. What did you think was gonna happen with all that? These bitches don't know you. I don't give a fuck if you planned it. Production pulled you to the side. You better commit to the role, and you better get ready to thump, which you see he had to. That things that come with the territory.
I tell you, got squished.
But another thing about it is because it's like this is why I said what I said, because DeAndre started shit then with multiple people. That's number one. And then when multiple people come at him, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, then you got London, you got Robert that want to come and protect him. And then now DeAndre is the villain. the victim when he started the shit in the first place. We wouldn't have all this shit if you didn't come in starting shit with
But they
just
only
about
doing
everybody.
that because they trying to beef with the bitches that beefing with Andre.
Come
They
on,
really don't
Camille.
give a fuck.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck about no Andre or what's going on. They just want to argue with them hoes on the other side, and they just need a catalyst. And they really ain't got
They
no
need a
beef
catalyst like this thing, like, well, bitch, since you jumping in, bitch, I'm gonna get your ass next. That's what they need.
Yeah.
But they know the side of that couch ain't gonna do nothing. They sit there, they watch, they look at their nails, they do this.
They just need something to say. They gonna be sitting there quiet unless they.
That's
you know,
it.
they got to jump on something.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Like I would be okay with DeAndre if he would just stand in his shit, but he doesn't stand in it. I mean, look at what he did with the green screen. He stopped doing the green screens mid-season. I mean, because he didn't like the way he looked on TV. But bitch, you started the shit. So either clean the shit up or smear it around.
All these bitches can kiss my ass. Yeah, I said it. But you ain't want to commit, baby. So you should have thought about it. Y'all gotta realize that camera's on. It's always gonna be something.
But Prophet, we also said that it's hypocrisy on both ends of the spectrum at the same time. We said that it's hypocrisy on both sides. Just like I'm saying, Lundy and Robert is always trying to take up for DeAndre when, let's say, Trey and Sean going at DeAndre, they feel like they got to jump in. But yet Robert and Lundy can sit up here and go back and forth with Trey and all this other stuff. It's hypocrisy on both ends. You can't sit up here and talk to me about what the fuck I'm doing, and then you turn around and do the same fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Robert has been a bully the entire couple of seasons, first and foremost. And Lundy, I honestly feel like Lundy he's skating on that line with Kiki. Like, he wasn't even really, I barely remember him. Every time y'all remember the first couple times we did this, I kept asking who the hell that was. I didn't know who that was. I'm like, who is Lundy? I didn't even know he was on the damn show.
Okay, I think Jeremy finna come back because the thing just went out. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, if you came in to be messy, then
run with it.
Just own it. Okay.
Put your ass in the background like Travis Ware did.
Okay. So we spent a lot of time on DeAndre versus Astro. What about this stuff with? Okay, so we had Keyshawn versus DeAndre. They were going back and forth for quite a bit, and then of course, like I just said, Lon D came to DeAndre's defense, and then Keyshawn and Tedley was going at it with DeAndre, and then DeAndre explained the whole situation with the section. So what y'all got to say about that?
I'm so tired of that little ass section. I'm so tired of that little ass section. I don't want to hear nothing about that little ass section. No more. I just don't want to hear it no more.
I just remember Jamar in the background with his camera phone.
Talking about some.
Listen, I was trying my best with what I was given to work with.
And is it just me that I feel like Sean does too much? Like, even at the reunion, like, he just can make it I take trips to Dubai and I go like, the most decent piece I've seen you in is the one you got on at the reunion. Like, girl, shut up. This is Balenciaga. Do I need to call the person? I'm like, yep, call him.
I do not.
The only reason I would defend, I don't really like when people talk like that either. But my thing is, from DeAndre, again, he's like, everything is fake, everything is this, and everything is that. It's just like, from the way that you dress and you look, how can you identify what's real and fake high-end fashion?
She couldn't. She could not.
You
that
can't.
Was Goodwill savings.
Now, Trey could read somebody like that because Trey knows fashion.
Yeah.
You can't talk about me.
But let's be honest. Can't everybody read Sean, though? I mean, you ain't got to be a fashionista. Like, I'm not a fashionista, but I know trashy apparel when I see it at Chow. Nothing about that says fashion.
I'm not a fashionista, so we don't try to talk about nobody fashion because I
don't either. But girl, you're not gonna brag on your fashion if they looking like that. We don't have a fashion conversation with you. Because I know I feel like some people that do, call themselves fashion girls. Sometimes, looks can be questionable. I think that's fashion. Sometimes it's a little different, but ain't nothing different about that. That's just ugly. Like, it's nothing like you got to be like, could be. It just doesn't compliment for me. And I just feel like fashions need to be very far from her category and very far from her list. She just need not to mention fashion ever again. Let's try something else.
Okay, y'all. For just a second, Jeremy is trying to fix his stuff on the other end, so he should be back in a second. We texting right now. Let's see. So I mean, like I said, I just try not to speak on people's fashions because I'm not a
True.
fashionista. I don't dress like Trey. You know, I think that Trey dresses well. I don't dress like that. I think I'm well put together for what I do have on, but I don't.
Bitch, I'm like Andy from The Devil Wears Prada, bitch. That's just a belt to me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. It's blue. It's a blue belt.
I mean, I don't wear Balenciaga and
Yeah, I
Gucci
don't
and all
give
that
a
other
fuck.
stuff. I go straight to ASOS.
Look, I got a couple of labels, but you best believe she mixed in with some clearance rack, a little bit of ASOS, a little Boohoo, bitch, a little H&M, a little
Fashion
Sheen, if
Nova.
you will.
Girl, I
A
love
little
Sheen,
Fashion
baby.
Nova,
Sheen been getting me
bitch.
together.
Because bitch, everything is high, and the wage in this country is not going up, and everything else is. So I ain't got the money. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all spend $1,500 on a bag. Good luck, bitch. I'm not. I'm going to the nearest clearance rack and seeing what's on there.
Cause see, I just don't like the argument about like, oh, I wear Balenciaga. I hate those label arguments. It's the worst. Like I hate it. I
Mainly
hate
because I
it.
can't participate because I don't know what half the shit is.
But I just feel like at the reunion they were arguing like 5-year-olds, like, that's why your Balenciaga bag isn't real. And like, girl, change this damn subject, bitch. I don't care about this like fucking 3-year-old. Y'all too damn old. We talking about your bag isn't real. Like, what the fuck? What are we watching?
You say, ain't none of y'all rich.
Yeah, ain't
Nobody
on
is
this
rich.
couch rich.
Nobody.
I don't want to hear that.
Like that's
Let's
the part
talk
that
about
be
why y'all
killing
not
me.
talking to each other. We didn't skip by that part. Y'all talking about somebody Balenciaga bag. I don't care about that. Because I almost sit down and went to sleep. Twice. I'm like, let me stay up because we got to talk about this.
Shout out to Markel who was in the chat. I know he was in there. I forgot to mention him. I don't know if he's still watching, but he was definitely in the goddamn chat. Like, why you y'all need to make us the after show while y'all bullshit.
Markel gonna come here next week, like just all the comments that y'all had.
You already know he is now.
He always come grab me though. I don't be doing that.
But we ain't got nothing else to say about this.
I don't.
Shit, what was the main topic? I feel like we done veered so many tangents.
Yeah.
The little section.
Oh, the last section. Which y'all can have because I'm done talking about the damn last section.
Okay, you know what? Now, because I think Markel had asked the question. It's like, how did y'all even really start having a beef? Because originally it was you was talking to Tedley about there being like a made up scene or whatever, and then I guess Sean was, addressing DeAndre, saying that trying to make up a scene in reality TV is bullshit, and that's kind of where it started. Which, I mean, it seems viable to me. That seems like a real reason to have an issue, but it was entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah, it like the reunion was entertaining. I can't even hold you on that.
Can we agree that that what DeAndre said, that he gave a lot of people a storyline this season?
Can we agree with that?
Yes. Is that an agreeable statement?
I can agree with that.
Okay. Okay. Let's make sure that we
Sean,
understand.
for one.
Is he saying that he should be thankful for them having a storyline, period, or just because people have multiple storylines throughout the season? He's saying like,
oh well, no. Verbatim, he said the only reason that people like Sean or the comments began to turn in Sean's favor was when him and DeAndre got into it, and he said, "You're welcome."
I can agree with that.
That would be the case because
yeah,
but I don't think that was like to Sean's deficit though. Like that just so happened to.
What else did he contribute?
They enjoyed the way he read DeAndre the fuck down, and they wanted somebody to do it.
Reading Jeff.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, I can agree to a certain extent, but what storyline did DeAndre actually have?
Shit starting.
He a Marlo to me.
But I mean, like anybody can do that.
No, it takes a special talent to get up under bitches' skin, honey.
It does. And he's very talented at it.
Because you could be poking at somebody and they can probably just ignore you. But baby, to get them to actually engage and be so mad that they start getting out of character, it takes a talent.
Babies. We be having people mad all the time. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing.
What you say?
Except you'd be mad at me all the time. I don't know what I'd be doing.
Who are these people?
Where Jeremy at? Did we hurt our feelings? Why should
No. It's something going on with his camera. I just said we was texting. He was trying to see what was going on with his camera because it said something about it said something about low power supply or something. I think it's going dead. I believe. Don't do this up here, bitch. So this next part is what the fuck happened with your mail? What is going on with y'all tonight?
It ain't even me tonight, so I ain't saying that.
What the fuck?
It is
always me.
Oh, there goes your mail right there. Okay, so this next part is a little deep.
Oh, hold on, because I was reading something. Hold on. Makedra, who is that?
What happened?
She said I would know about getting up under bitch's skin. Probably.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do get under people's skin.
But I didn't do it. But the thing was I didn't go into the show trying to be a villain. I just naturally was myself. That bitches just hated me, so I don't know.
What you say?
Wouldn't play ball, child.
What Tramel say on that panel? That oh, I'm an OG, babe.
That girl got on my nerves.
Talk
about something. Why was that? Why that? I was like, girl, I'm an OG, babe. Don't talk to me.
You did say that. That shit was so funny. But like I said, this next part is kind of like deep. I know I'm not gonna stay too far on it, I guess, because it is deep. But okay, we got Robert, his brother, and his daughter. Any thoughts on that part?
I thought that was so
a cute
sweet.
Story. It was sweet. It was needed for the show. I love when they.
I like that whole segment. Actually,
I did too.
That was my favorite segment.
I did too.
That was your favorite segment, really, Jamar?
That was my favorite segment.
Really, girl?
Really?
Is that what we're going with?
I wouldn't say that much.
Yeah. Well, we know that wasn't yours. You want to see people fight, honey.
Yeah, I was going. You already know.
Because a lot of the fighting that we talk about is a lot of shit that don't mean nothing.
For variety, but
at least
if y'all ain't
scratching real.
I'm mad. The first part, I ain't seen nobody scratch nobody's eyes out. I'm disappointed. I thought somebody gonna get up and whoop somebody. That ain't happening, and child. I'd be sleepy.
You just want to watch the that spectator.
That's all he want to do. That's all he want to do.
I would be like, get up, pull it out.
Hey, Dario.
Oh, hey, Dario. Let's
Dario,
see. Jet Jeff and his brother.
No,
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't really remember that thing. So.
Jeremy said, I'm coming. Well, hurry your ass up, bitch. We don't want to close it without you being here, child. Oh,
me and Jamel late. We going to the bar.
Let's see. What else? Astro talking about his relationship with his mama.
That was sweet.
I think
it was strange to me. Then we're not gonna breeze by the fact that she was in a gang because I want to know what gang she was in.
Child, the Cut 'em Up Club, honey.
Yeah, like we just can't just go breeze by that. Like she was in a gang. I'm like, now girl, what gang was you in? Was it the Crips and Blood? Because you're not giving me either. So
he's from Memphis, so it probably was,
child, not the T-shirt gang.
Probably 3-6 Mafia.
You know what? Get out of here.
Tell the club up. George couldn't even open up his mouth when he came to his dad because we all know that his dad passed, and that was kind of like, it just.
I was like, I knew exactly what that feeling was. It's just like I don't know how to express my pain right now. Because like I think whenever you like cry and get swollen, like your throat gets swollen, or like swollen, so you can't. It's actually physically hard to talk.
Yeah.
Child, these need some PR classes. Y'all need to learn. Y'all on the show. Getting choked up and shit, that ain't cute, bitch. We asked you a question. I expect an answer.
The fuck up, Carl.
So how did that make you feel? Like, I need you to answer it. Don't sit there crying and looking at the sky and shit. I don't want to see that. Answer the question. I want to know.
Shut up.
Carl is evil, child.
I'm not. My mom passed about 4 years ago. You can choke up. I miss my mom. But then they like, I have PR. I know how to, like, you know what? It was a very devastating blow. You got to say something.
Maybe that just wasn't the day. Some days are easier than others.
Yes, Carl. Everybody can't be a thug all the time.
Well, child, I chuck it up to he wasn't a part of the package. because they didn't talk about that in the beginning. You know, they didn't talk about none of that, so they just randomly asked him that question. So he probably wasn't expecting
I
it.
wasn't
Yet.
ready.
Oh well, yeah.
He better get ready. He don't think
DeAndre didn't DeAndre say his daddy stole money from him? Who stole money from him? Was his dad?
allegedly, child. Somebody stole and then suing his ass. So he's like, we're not family anymore because family doesn't do that. I feel like you had something to do with it.
I don't know.
What happened? His daddy stole from him or something?
I think that's
Allegedly,
what
I
he
think
said.
it might have been. We gotta go look at the record because I want to know. I don't believe it.
Now we get to Dior, and Dior feels alone. He feels like he checks in on most people, but nobody really checks on him. I honestly related to that. A lot of the times I deal with a lot of things by myself. There go Jeremy. A lot of the times I deal with things by myself. So a lot of the times people feel like, well, Scotty, you strong, so you can deal with it on your own. You good. Like for instance, one day, like Jamar will reach out all the time if he thinks I'm dealing with something or he feels like I'm emotional about something, and he knows that I say nothing. I'm good. Bitch, you a lie. That's what he say. But I will say that one time Tremel did it. It was recently. Tremel did it. He called my phone and made me take a post down that I made because I was venting on Instagram, and he made me take it.
You be doing that.
And he
And I'll
made
be
me
cracking
take.
up
Because
like,
people
get
do
him,
it to me
Scotty.
all the time. I try to be there for other people.
So Tremel called me that morning. He was on his way to work saying, you need to take that down because people will use your pain as a way to, use your pain against you and all this other stuff. Because I don't think I'm very impulsive. So when I'm feeling some type of way, because I don't know how to verbalize it, so I just put it on a story or something or a Facebook post, and then I turn around and be like, I should have did that, didn't I delete it? But
You
then
did it again today, bitch.
What I do today?
I'm so irritated. I'm so upset. I'm just so.
Well, I was irritated. Anybody can get up there and say that they irritated now. Anybody can do that. I don't do that now. But
I don't like to share those things. If you look at my story, you think all I do is talk shit, suck dick, and drink.
I mean,
and that's all you need to know. Everything else,
girl, that's all you do for real, though.
I mean, that's true. Damn, girl.
But Robert apologizing to Dior was a big thing for him, in my opinion.
Are they gonna fight later?
She wanted a moment.
I don't know.
Are they gonna argue later in the reading? Because that would be really weird if they argue later after that.
We can hear you. I can hear you, but it's like you muffled or something. Like, is your mic on?
Like my mic.
Take that condom off.
What happened?
Fuck you, bitch.
We can hear you, but it's like it's like your mic off or something. But we can hear you though.
Like my mic did. Like the mic is dead. I need
to
so like I'm using like the mic off my camera, but I might just have to like just come back in on my phone.
Okay.
You good enough to hear. We ain't got that much.
But we can hear you though. It just don't sound the same as your mic, but we can hear you good though.
Okay,
so
cool.
Good. You had anything? Because you had a look on your face when I said that was a big moment for Robert to apologize to Dior. It looked like you wasn't here for it.
It definitely was fake because he was dragging Dior to the pits of hell all season. Like
maybe he don't feel like that no more. Maybe
you just can't be like he a fake ass bitch. I can't stand this bitch. And then all of a sudden, you know what? I wasn't there for you, brother. Like no. And if I was Dior, I would be like, okay, girl, but I'll never be cool with you again.
Oh my goodness!
It just came off so fake to me. I was like, he was always there for you, or whatever the case may be. And just the one time he wasn't, you decide to go at him and like drag him all throughout the first half of the season, calling him all types of fake ass bitches, all of this and all of that. And you said it was because of your brother and the fact that this man may be possibly doing something with, your brother's ex. But I'm just saying, like, I would at least expect if you were my friend enough, and me and you been through all of this stuff together, and I've been there for you the way that you said that I have on this reunion, that you wouldn't even feel comfortable calling me out my name like that and talking about syndicated television. Well, YouTube syndicated television.
YouTube syndicated television.
Like I don't trust
agree.
anything that that Roberta Flack said.
Well, you know what? I tried to be positive about this, but I agree with everything you said. Okay. What came up after that? Kesey felt like he never felt like he had a voice, and he joined the show to kind of take him out his shell in a sense. I think that's what he was saying. Any thoughts on that? Or we can move past that.
He's cute and shy. We'll give him a pass.
Lundy's father, he said he's a preacher's kid, but his father never shows up for him.
I don't care.
Y'all gonna stop playing with
I'm speaking out loud. I'm sorry.
Y'all gonna stop playing with Lundy.
And I think the next thing was Kiki's journey.
Oh, I definitely don't care.
Teaching. What else? Sean coming from the bottom up, and I think
up where?
That's what he said. And I think Tedley touched on his marital issues again, but I mean,
Tedley don't have no marital issues.
Well,
Yeah,
marital
that was
issue
it.
in the past, I guess. So
Can
the
I
last, go ahead.
Why does everybody dislike Lundy?
This next scene is finna tell you why.
I didn't say that
We'll
we
get
don't
to it.
like. I'm not interested.
No, it's not that we don't like him. We just disagree.
Yeah, and he's cute. I fuck him.
He annoys me. That's all that is.
I just disagree.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said not. I'm being messy now. Someone in the chat said, "Not gonna lie, Jeremy is fine, honey."
I don't be feeling like
Y'all stay away from my milk dud.
I be feeling like you know something, when I'm on stream, not on stream, when I'm on restream and my camera is and like my image is flipped the other way, I look normal. But when I'm on StreamYard, it inverts the image, and I don't look good. I don't look
weird.
Well, somebody think you fine, child. So accept the compliment, honey. Somebody think you fine. Oh, and somebody said he is though. Someone said he is though. So, child, you got fans, honey. You got people that want to slurp you up or whatever they
rub on that head.
Yes, Milky.
Not you calling him Milky.
Yes, Milky.
Okay, so this last part of the reunion was basically this whole Jet, Jeff, and Lundy DM situation. Tedley had to explain what he meant by history, and then Trey and Lundy got into it, and then Trey and DeAndre got into it. What about this DM situation? Because, like I said, this is the last part. So, what about this?
It was very upsetting to me and my homegirls because we feel like I am so mad at Jet Jeff because there were so many opportunities where he could have just been like, "Girl, I said what I said. I was in your DMs. It happened. Move on, girl."
Right.
You really could have let it go because Lundy was very stuck on that, and that really bothered me. That Jet Jeff didn't just. He was like, "Well, you're lying. You're saying this. You're saying this." I'm like, "Bitch, I said what I said. I don't care nothing about none of this. For real, honey."
And this is the other problem that I had with what Lundy was saying, because he said you went around assuming something, spreading about me and Tedley, but then fast forward to the Houston trip, when you were on the phone with Robert, you assumed that Kesey and Dior were the couple, even after they both told you that they aren't.
But he said they couldn't renege and go back on what they had already said.
That's not fair. We're forgetting a very important part of this.
Go ahead, Jeremy. I want to hear this. Go ahead. Because you and Jamar don't agree, honey, and I got to hear this.
The thing about it is, on an unposted scene from what we saw and what everybody already knew within the group, Kesey had already admitted that him and Dior were doing things. Now, to the severity of what they were doing, but they were alluding to having some type of romantic relationship. They just wasn't doing it, quote unquote, probably on camera because they didn't want Rob calling Dior a fake ass bitch, which he was doing anyway, you know, for whatever reason.
Might as well have got some dick out of it.
Exactly. But after, like, when he came into the group, like he said, all of the girls, because Trey was there, Trey is the one who keeps on perpetuating it. And what we're going to see later on is that he even said that he even saw Kesey and Dior kissing. Like, they all perpetuated that these people are a couple. And when they got to the house anyway, like Trey was saying, I think that Dior and Kesey need to sleep in the same room. Because he already knows that they having sex. It's not just something that he just had a hunch about. It was something that obviously had evidence, but now they're lying about it on camera.
But that was their business to lie about. That's the part that you missing. You missing that part.
What?
The part where they can lie about that if they want to. They never told him that they was fucking. he said it himself. He heard it from other people. Like other people heard allegedly that him and Tedley was messing around.
Dior own child was the one who was perpetuating that they were fucking.
I know, but that's what he can do. But when it came to Lundy and his logic, you shouldn't be believing what other people say. Like he said that Jeff was going around
about something and do the same thing.
But nobody never told Lundy that.
Obviously it was true because we saw on the hidden clip that they did admit to having some type of romantic connection.
But Lundy was not there, so that was none of his business.
But it was transcribed to him.
But shouldn't have been. Because when it came to them and they told him no, he should have just ran with
that. I don't think it was more than just
saying that, like, it's a part of the show. We got to talk about it. What you mean it should be told?
I think it was just fucking. Because, I mean, if y'all nosy like I am, y'all know Kesey fucking somebody else now. So... so we only get it. Yeah, we only get this no more thing. Kesey has a whole nother man, child, and that's the end of that. So clearly, it wasn't that deep.
A very popular man,
very popular too. So.
Mm-hmm. It's a rapper. It's a rapper, right?
Put it in a private chat.
Oh, I am right.
Private chat. He's fucking 7 deep, bitch. We ain't finna go.
Okay. Well,
I put everything on live.
Wait, he fucking who?
It's a rap. It's a gay rapper by the name of 7D. They have a song together right now too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that mean he had like 7 inches deep?
I would hope so.
I hope not. I would hope it's more than that.
K-Star is saying, I don't want no walls, bust my hole down, have me in a wheelchair at the age of 50.
Somebody, okay, Prophet said the majority. I had to put this on here because I was laughing at the name that he gave Lundy. The majority of the cast pushed that narrative in group conversations where Linda D was involved.
Not Linda. Prophet.
Call the bitch Linda.
Oh my her God. Linda.
He said Linda D.
I can't find this person on social media.
I have to send you his social media because I think I follow him.
Yeah, you gotta spell it.
You gotta spell it a certain way.
Yeah, it's spelled differently.
DEEP.
You better know the handle.
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
I rap. Shit, we gotta know each other.
Yeah,
okay.
He does look more in the line of who Kesey would be. I mean, Dior just looked like a father. You know, the way that Dior was looking at him when they asked Kesey, did anything inappropriate happening on the second part of the reunion, and Dior looked at him like,
"You've been saying this from the beginning."
But did I lie?
Did I lie?
No, you didn't lie. Now I ain't gonna even hold you on that.
You better not say you was in my hole last night.
Who was in it? What?
Oh my God. Okay. Apparently Jet told Lundy that he wanted to taste him, and I believe that he said it because I probably would have wanted to too. I ain't gonna sit up and lie. I would have wanted to too.
I think we're all.
Yeah, I thought we all would have.
Right. That's not
we
a.
all the fuck here. We don't want to hear him talk necessarily. But we'd have got to be.
Well, you know, he loud, like the way he be screaming and yelling at people. Hopefully he do that when he's
fucking.
Yeah.
A nasty bitch, Cody.
You are a
low down dirty monkey with a fit cap on.
Lundy is my type of nigga. I don't care what y'all say.
Is he?
We didn't say nothing wrong with. We didn't say nothing wrong with how he looked.
Like Lon D, he's it for me. Like, and what I like the most is that what he's saying, I agree with a lot because he be really breaking it down, but because he's so long-winded, people don't like really follow what he's saying. He gets it because his daddy is a preacher. You know, my father-in-law a preacher.
Your father-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, you to my Lon D
You know
daddy.
what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I hope he screams at you in the bedroom like he screams at everybody else in them scenes.
And he looks so good at this reunion. I was like,
not you blushing, honey.
like,
not you blushing.
Best dressed.
Smiling like the Cheshire Cat, bitch.
He looks so good. I was like, yes, this outfit, that suit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, cause we at the end now, but that's like when Trey and Lon D were arguing and Trey and DeAndre, that shit was so funny to me. It's my home, mine. Like, that shit was funny as hell to me. I'm sorry.
I was like, you mean your Airbnb?
No, it was just the common area, child.
Not your Airbnb.
You can't.
It was the rec room.
You can't argue and tell me like if anything goes wrong in here, if anything breaks in here, guess who they're gonna look at? You or me.
Facts.
But like he wasn't, trying to fight nobody.
He was like, you was yelling, you was being mad at me for yelling when you was yelling. And Trey was like, bitch, I'm yelling in my own shit.
But you not. It's an Airbnb.
It's not.
It wasn't an Airbnb. It was a rec room.
It was the clubhouse in his neighborhood. That's
the clubhouse. My bad. Either way, he live there.
That's the address.
But he don't live there.
Then where does he live?
Not there.
But it's in the neighborhood though. So if they fuck it up, is he gonna be responsible for it?
The place that he lives is that place where the bedroom was right next to the bathroom. The bathroom was right next to the living room. The living room was inside of the kitchen. You remember when he was going off on his dad?
We're not gonna act like the clubhouse that we book at our own apartment complexes do not belong to us.
It does not.
They pay for them amenities, bitch.
Yeah, right. It came with the rent, bitch.
So it's theirs. They're paying for it, so it's theirs.
It's not your house.
We're not saying it's their house. What we're saying is they're paying for it, so therefore we can say it's mine because I'm paying for the shit. That's what they say.
I'm booking it for a scene. How is it not mine? How is it something that I paid for? Whether it's his house or whatever, something that I paid for. Even if it was an Airbnb, if I put my money in this shit, you can't tell me what you're gonna do with it.
The only reason that he's paying for it is because you can't fit everybody in that studio apartment.
You know what?
The entire argument.
You know what? You know what? But you know what? That's pretty much the reunion. First of all, let me just say this before we close this out. This was highly entertaining. We disagreed a lot tonight, and we agreed a lot tonight. Me and Jeremy disagreed, honey. I've been waiting to disagree with his ass anyway, honey, because
the only argument I lost so far, in my opinion, was whatchamacallit, the DeAndre argument. I obviously cannot win that one. I cannot. He make it very hard. He make it very hard to attempt to like him. I mean, I don't really like DeAndre like that, but I guess
you just have a heart. That's all.
Maybe that's what it is.
It is.
Fuck you.
You trash ass bitch. Period.
But we'll be back next week for the reunion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We, like I keep on saying, because me and Jamar talked about this earlier, we wasn't expecting this to be a fucking thing, but it's a thing now. And we thought we had a lot of folks in the one for Tedley, but we had more people in here this time as well. So thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. Shout out to T, who's not here with us. But we'll be back next Thursday to close this out. But don't y'all worry, because this panel is coming back for Chasing Atlanta. Everybody up here has agreed to doing it. So we'll be back.
You know, we're going to get in on that one.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah, I for real know them girls.
Okay. Be prepared for us to be beating with their ass on Instagram. So if you ain't following our Instagram, follow that, because we're going to say something on this panel. And hoes gonna be on Instagram ready to chew our head off.
Oh, you already know that they are going to be pissed at us for some of the stuff that we say. But
Jamar
thank
not
you.
coming.
yeah, Jamar gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Oh God! But with that being said, y'all, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed the show because we definitely gave y'all a show tonight, as we always do. But we're
Period.
done. We're done here, and we will see you guys next Thursday. And we out, y'all. Till the next one. Bye, y'all.